Rugrats. No, wait, who is it?
That's Rocco.
Rocco is not on my list. But I do own the shirt.
You're watching So Awkward. This is Freddy Krueger saying hi.
Hey, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don.
I'm Jester.
And we're here with Top 10 Tuesday. Is that exciting?
No. Maybe.
So it's a new installment at So Awkward we're going to try out. Where the first Tuesday of each month we're going to have a top 10 list.
Yep.
Just for fun, like a random list.
Yeah.
Why not? I think it sounds fun. You're humoring me. And we're going to do it and then we'll see how terrible of an idea it is. And
Maybe it's a great idea.
Maybe it's a great idea. And we're going to start with something that I believe was suggested to us.
Favorite cartoons.
Right. I did my list as a nostalgia thing, like favorite cartoons from my childhood.
Oh, that's what I did.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page here. Number 10, like going in order, right from number 1 being your most favorite.
Yeah.
10 being your 10th favorite. I said the Smurfs. Just because I remember loving it as a kid, and it was something I would really look forward to. And I still love the characters. I haven't seen these new movies, which aren't new anymore. I think they came out like 10 years ago. But it was a fun cartoon.
I don't think I've ever watched the Smurfs.
It was fun, and I loved the toys. Like, I had a huge Smurf collection.
My number 10 is Kablam. Yeah.
What's that?
It's a cartoon on Nickelodeon. I don't think it lasted very long, but it was these two kids, and I mean they were cartoons, but I think they were like 10 years old, and they hosted like this show, and there'd be segments. Now I'm not going to be able to think of any of them. There was one with an alien, and it'd be like 2 minutes long, and then there was.
I feel like I've heard you talk about this.
Maybe.
But
It's been so long since I've seen it.
Howdy, fellow Kablamaholics! Welcome to another stain-free episode of Kablam!
Do you have anything more to say about Kablam?
I guess not. Prometheus and Bob. That was the alien thing.
My number 9 is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I don't have much more to say about that.
Do you have He-Man?
I do. I missed out on Skeletor. I believe he's like rare now or something.
Oh.
But He-Man. He might be rare too, but I don't have the box anymore.
My number 9 is Gargoyles.
Sure. That almost made my list.
That was one that I came home from school and watched every day.
Great show.
I loved that show. I think Burger King or McDonald's did Gargoyles for one of their toys in their kids' meal, and I went there all the time trying to get all of them. I don't think I have any of the toys left.
My number 8, the Super Friends, which was the Justice League, but they didn't call it the Justice League, they called it the Super Friends.
Okay.
It was, Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. But it does not hold up.
Oh.
If you were to watch it, it's cheesy, and the voice acting is, ridiculous. But as a kid, I loved it.
No offense, Batman, but I can get us there faster than your Batmobile.
That's okay, Superman. I can get more miles to the gallon this way.
I remember in elementary school, in my English class, or whatever it wasn't English class, we had reading groups, and our group, every group had to come up with a name, and because I loved that show, I suggested the Super Friends to my teacher, and she said, "The Special Friends? That's great." And I was like, "No." She's like, "Well, what did you say?" I was like, "Just forget it." That's my story. Because I didn't want to be associated with the Special Friends. That's my story.
My number 8, I almost didn't put this on here because I didn't have Disney as a kid. Like, just every once in a while, the cable company would give us Disney for like a month for free or something.
I remember that, yeah.
And I was always really excited because I could watch Tailspin.
Was that the one with the pilots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really don't remember much of it. I just remember being so excited when I got Disney because I could watch that.
I vaguely remember Tailspin. I think I liked it, but I don't really remember it. Number 7, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I very specifically put this one notch higher than Super Friends. Because it was better. It was Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, which were Iceman and a Firestar. Which in the comics, there's no association between any of these characters. But it was a fun cartoon.
My number 7 goes right along with Tailspin, and it's Gummy Bears.
I remember Gummy Bears, yeah, it's a good one. And I remember when the cartoon came out, and everybody was like, what's this going to be? Because I remember there were commercials for it. And then everybody watched it, and it was like, that's nothing to do with the candy. Weird, but it was good. Like, everybody liked it when I was a kid. But I remember everybody was confused.
Sure.
Like, what is the association with the candy? None.
None.
Where are we?
I have no idea.
Number 6.
Okay.
Bullwinkle. Super funny. That's all I have to say about Bullwinkle.
My number 6 is the Angry Beavers. Yeah,
What's that?
just a couple beavers.
Thank you, dear brother. Thank you for holding sacred the beliefs that make me proud to say I'm a beaver.
Number 5, Roger Ramjet. Did you ever watch Roger Ramjet?
No. I don't know what that is.
It was like a parody of superheroes. But back before that was like a thing. Roger Ramjet. Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our nation. I'm not going to sing the song.
Okay.
Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our nation. For his adventures, just be sure and stay tuned to this station.
My number 5 is Angela Anaconda. I don't think anyone's gonna know this one. It was on Nickelodeon.
Never heard of it.
Some girl, she had some friends in school. Again, they did nothing.
Was it about snakes?
Nope,
Was it?
it's just her name.
Excuse me, Mrs. Brinks, but I never got my turn to have a turn.
Very well, Angela.
My number 4, I wasn't sure. Like, this isn't a specific thing. But it's Donald Duck. 'Cause remember, as a kid, I used to love watching Donald Duck cartoons, and I used to buy them on video. And but it wasn't like a show. It was just, back in the day, they would make cartoons. Most of the ones were probably from like the 50s, and I don't even know when they were from. But Donald Duck was always my favorite. I'm Donald. But he was funnier. Like Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse was always like the hero, but Donald Duck was always just like angry, and he was funny.
My number 4 is Hey Arnold.
Is that Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. What's that one?
It's the kid with the football head.
Wow.
Okay.
My number 3 is Mask. I don't remember what it stands for, but it's an acronym. It was the good guys, like they would wear masks that gave them different powers, and the bad guys all had masks, which I guess is kind of a weird coincidence. And I remember the toys were awesome, and the cartoon was really cool. Mask.
Is the mighty power that can save the day.
My number 3 is Rugrats.
Sure. Great show.
Yep.
It's funny.
I had a lot of Rugrats toys.
Yeah?
Yeah. The one year my dad got me a bunch of Rugrats toys for Christmas.
That's
I woke
fun.
up Christmas morning and I opened all these toys and they were just a bunch of Rugrats.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
My number 2 is, and this is one's kind of maybe obscure, I don't know. I never hear anybody talk about it. Brave Star. Brave Star. Brave Star. It was like sci-fi western. It took place in the future on a planet called New Texas. And he was the Marshal, he was Marshal Bravestar, and his horse was named 3030, but it was a robot horse who was a horse, but he could also like stand up and walk on his. It was his deputy / horse. So like he could channel like his spirit animals to have superpowers. It's complicated.
That's
show.
cool.
Yeah, no, it was super cool. And I remember it because it was the first and probably only time, it was like an after school cartoon, where I remember a character died. There was an episode where this kid was addicted to drugs. I think it was called Spin. And it was like your typical, like shows would do that where they'd have like somebody addicted to something, but Bravestar tried to help him, and at the very end, he goes to the kid's house and he finds him dead. He overdosed. I remember as a kid, I was just shocked by that.
Of course.
Yeah, you didn't see that in cartoons. You still don't.
No.
I'll call Doc Clayton. Don't bother. It's too late.
Oh! Oh no! Joy! Oh no!
But I never did drugs, so maybe it had an effect on me. I mean, it was a very powerful, innovative story. And it was just, and I purchased Bravestar a couple years ago. And it was, the animation's not great, but story-wise, it held up. It's a good show. Check out Bravestar.
Drugs. Every year they claim thousands of lives. Each year, more young people like yourselves become involved in drugs. And each year, many of those young people end up like this. Drugs are dangerous. Drugs can kill. Don't mess with them.
My number 2 is Doug, but not the Disney version, the Nickelodeon version.
What's the Disney version?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
I've never heard of that.
It's a little different.
Did anybody ever die in that episode of Doug?
I don't think so.
My number 1, you probably can guess.
Yeah, I think so.
All-time favorite cartoon / toy / comic book / soon-to-be Funko Pops. G.I. Joe. Loved it. They made a movie, the animated movie, which was great. There's new live-action movies, which aren't new anymore, but not great. But they're still fun. Comic book is brilliant. So much better than the cartoon, but the cartoon was a lot of fun. And just weird.
Dusty, we've got to get control of these fatal fluffies.
No talking!
You can probably guess my number 1.
Oh yeah,
Daria.
right.
I don't know if I have to explain anything.
As a kid, I always wanted to be a member of G.I. Joe. It never happened. But as an adult, you've grown into Daria.
Yeah.
So your dreams have come true.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Daria. Go to hell. It won't work. My face is too expressive.
People love Daria.
Do they?
We'll get more Daria comments than I will Bravestar comments.
I don't know.
I don't know either. We'll see. That was Top 10 Tuesday. The inaugural Top 10 Tuesday.
What'd you guys think?
I think we all had some fun. And maybe we learned a little bit too. About TV and about each other.
Drugs. Every year they claim thousands of lives. Each year, more young people like yourselves become involved in drugs. And each year, many of those young people end up like this. Drugs are dangerous. Drugs can kill. Don't mess with them.